Major upgrade. You know, the Realme 15 Pro can be a good example of this term. The upgrades on the performance front, camera front, battery front, and even on the display front are promising. But the real question is, are these really upgrades when you're paying 7,000 rupees more? More importantly, do these specs show up in real life usage? We are about to find that out in this video, but before that, hit that like and subscribe button. I am Mustafa and this is the review of the Realme 15 Pro. Let's begin. I have said it before and I will say it again. Curved displays just hit differently. That grip, that feel, that overall fit and finish, it just feels premium. Now this color here, it's called flowing silver. It's subtle, not too loud and not too plain either. You get a marble-like pattern on this glossy back and I would say this looks really nice. But yeah, some proper back protection would have taken it up a notch. What you get is Gorilla Glass 7i on the front and IP66, 68 and even IP69 ratings. So yeah, not bad at all in terms of durability. Also there's something new this time, Pulse Light. Basically an RGB light that turns on when there are alerts, when GT mode is on or when you open the camera. Personally, I am not a fan of these flashy things, but if that's your thing, feel free to convince me in the comments. Also that third camera ring, it's not even a camera sensor, it's just there for the look. I don't know why this has become a trend now, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this gimmick either. Next, the Realme 15 Pro has a 6.8-inch AMOLED panel with 144Hz refresh rate and HDR10 Plus support. During our testing, it hit 3130 nits of peak brightness, which is more than enough whether you are indoors or outdoors. As for color accuracy, let's just say it's decent, not too good, not too bad. We got an average delta E of 1.6 in our Calman color mesh test, which basically means the colors are closer to reference. Now talking about personal experience, I think Realme is doing great on the display front. This display looks bright, crisp and content just pops. You will enjoy binge watching or just scrolling through Instagram on this screen. Now if you're wondering 144Hz, no LTPO, no LTPS, must be killing battery. You are wrong. Battery is not even a concern here. I'll come to that part in a bit. Many power users in India opt for Realme when it comes to gaming. But no, don't do that with the Realme 15 Pro. It runs on the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 and while it does score over 1 million on AnTuTu, raw power is not its strongest suit. If that's what you're after, you will find better options like the OnePlus Nord 5 or the iQOO Neo 10 in this segment, as you can see in this graph. Even gaming wise, it only supports 90 FPS gameplay, where the other phones in this range are already making 120 FPS the new normal. So no, this is not a performance centric phone and to be fair, Realme is not even claiming that. What they are claiming though is that this is an AI party phone. And yes, there are quite a few AI features, especially in the camera. One of the main feature is AI party mode. You just tap photos in the camera app and you can select a scene to match your photography situation. It also helps brighten up low light shots and make them look more natural, which is useful because most phones struggle in low light photography and give you grainy pictures. You also get lighting effects like turning background lights into stars or hearts. I really like the starburst effect, especially when someone's wearing something shimmery. It gives a very cinematic feel. There's also a new tool called AI Edit Genie. Basically a generative AI feature that lets you make edits to your pictures. Like I asked it to change her outfit to a Supergirl outfit and yeah, it did a pretty decent job. Only issue, it compresses the picture quality. So if you want to post these AI pictures on your social media, they might look a bit pixelated. As I mentioned earlier, this one is not a performance centric phone, but Realme has put in a lot of effort on the camera front. It comes with a 50 megapixel main camera and a 50 megapixel ultra wide lens. In good lighting, the Realme 15 Pro captures sharp, detailed images with natural colors and solid dynamic range. Highlights and shadows are well balanced, making everyday scenes pop without looking over-processed. The ultra-wide shots look impressive when it comes to their color production and details. However, I was left a little unimpressed with the telephoto shots, obviously because it doesn't have a telephoto sensor, but after a certain point, the 2x zoom shots start losing details. Night shots come out clean with controlled noise and decent sharpness. The phone handles light sources well, avoiding flares or blown out highlights. Portrait mode does a good job with edge detection and background blur. Skin tones are handled nicely and the images have a slightly stylized look without losing too much detail. Now coming to the battery, and nothing to complain about here. You get a 7000 mAh battery with 80 watt fast charging. In a PC Mark battery life test, this phone lasted over 19 hours and it still had 20% juice left. That's good enough screen time on a single charge. And charging, it takes around 65 minutes to go from 0 to 100%. So yeah, quite dependable. So guys, the bottom line is, The Realme 15 Pro brings meaningful upgrades across design, display, battery and camera. But at 30,000 rupees, it enters a more competitive territory. While it's not built for raw performance or gaming, it delivers a well-rounded experience for casual users, especially with the cameras. The features show promise, but whether they justify the price hike depends on your priorities. So what do you think about the Realme 15 Pro? Let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next one.